Just a couple of seconds to make sure. Awesome. We should be live now. I think so. We're alive. Awesome. Hi, ladies. Welcome to day 5 of this amazing masterclass. I'm so excited. You have been with me this whole week, and I couldn't be more proud of you for investing your time in here. And I just want to say thanks. Thanks for spending these 5 days with me. And for those who are just seeing this for the first time, we are in day 5 of the 5-day masterclass to take back your time. As you know, I'm your productivity and balance mentor, Alejandra Marquez, and I'm here to teach you all things burnout related for you to wear all the hats without burning out, being more productive, create a time for things that actually matter the most to you without just keep following that go, go, go mindset. So I really encourage you to watch the replays if you haven't already. And for those catching the replays, hi, I really appreciate all the comments that you've been dropping and all the questions that I've been receiving. So thank you for watching the replay as well. So before getting started, I really want to make sure everybody knows the agenda for today as usual. So at the beginning, we'll do a little housekeeping. Then we will start talking about time blocking. Then we'll talk about priorities and how to really start prioritizing your day. Then I will do a little hot seat. As I announced, today was the day to be live. So if you're not watching this on the Zoom, this is your sign to get on Zoom because we are doing this hot seat workshop. Then I will be bringing a special guest today. Then I will share with you the action work for tomorrow. As I said, this is something that you're going to start integrating right away. I don't want this to be just a theory masterclass. I want you to take all the things and implementing from day 1. And at the end of this, I will have some Q&A sessions. So if there's anything that's not clear or something that you want to dive deeper in, I'm here for you. So for those who haven't registered, this is your sign. Go ahead, do so. I'll be dropping the link in the Zoom meeting. And then you can absolutely catch in the description of the live session. You can also see this link, register. You will get all the information and the workbook for those who have it and don't have it. Here's the link. And just make sure once you download it is when you can type. So if you start just typing things on the browser, it's going to be deleted. So make sure you download it, then keep it. So remember when I said that you needed to show up as your highest self, engaging and doing the work? It was first because I said that because that's the way you're going to make the most out of this training and out of everything you do in life. But it was also because, and I'm really excited about this was the way for you to win amazing prizes. I've been giving away so many things during this week, but today is the day, and I'm beyond happy to announce that today I'm giving away a 50% scholarship to my Own Your Time program. So I will be announcing that by the end of this training, but I'm really excited because I know this will help you get the transformation you deserve, the transformation you want. So congratulations for the winner. I will announce it after the session of today. And also, as I announced yesterday, we are also meeting tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. I added 2 amazing bonus because I didn't want this to end. I really want you to get the most out of this week, get an amazing transformation. I just been loving your energy. So thank you for being here again. And I will see you also on these bonuses days. And who knows, maybe I will give some more giveaway prizes during these 2 days. So who's excited for today? Let me see it in the chat. Me. Awesome, excited. Well, right now we are going to be starting to talk about time blocking. And time blocking is as simple as it sounds, planning your days in different blocks of times. I know it sounds really simple, but that's the thing, is you really want to make sure that you're batching similar tasks in a same block. That's the key. That's the key on time blocking, because that's the way you can make the most out of it. But also remember everything we said about multitasking, how bad it was, how long it takes you to come back to the task you were doing. That's exactly what you want to batch similar tasks and stop switching from one thing or another. You want to prevent your brain to take 24 minutes in average to go back to the task you were doing. So a couple of things that time blocking will help you, and one of the things that I highly encourage you to do it is because it will allow you to gain more organization. You will be more organized, you will have more structure, and you will see how you would start having also more flexibility. Because some people feel like time management is all about being rigid and having this fixed structure, but it's not at all. You can be absolutely more flexible when you start implementing the things that allows you to own your time. The second thing that time blocking is good for is because it reduces the time waste, as I said, about the multitasking and the time your brain takes to go back to the task it was doing. The third thing is it increases the focus. When you're blocking the time for one specific task or similar task, you know exactly what you're doing, your head is not spinning around, and you make sure that you're making the most out of that block. So one of the things I really encourage you, and I want you to start thinking when it comes to time blocking, is what are the different areas in your life that you need to cover? Because we are human beings and we have so many roles, we are wearing so many hats, especially as women. So what are all the areas that you're currently working on? Call it personal, work, health, family, learning. There are many, many things that can come in here. You name it. And starting there is how you're going to start planning your blocks. You will start putting down and building different categories so you can make sure everything is covered in there. So are you clear with this? Are you excited? Have you tried time blocking before? Let me know in the chat. I really want to make sure that this training is helpful for you. So I'm excited because sometimes we don't think about how many roles we are playing in our life or how many categories we have. Okay, so now very related to the other topic, we are going to be talking about priorities. And this is a big one because sometimes, and most people, only build their days according to things that come up, or even, yeah, I will not say it's worse, but it's on the same plane, like, yeah, on the same level. Sometimes my Spanish wants to pop up. In here, it's really just making sure that you're not leading your days with a to-do list, especially if that to-do list is only in your head. Normally, we have this endless, many, many things that are in this endless to-do list, but I don't want you to keep using that. Because what happens with this is that it creates a lot of anxiety. It creates this overwhelmed feeling because there are hundreds and hundreds of things that you need to do. You're supposed to do so many things. And when you look at that list, it's like, damn, I need to get into it. So I don't want you to feel that way. And I know you have felt this way, right? It's just a matter of really first clearing your head, making sure that you're not overwhelming yourself. I'm saying in here, yes, for sure, I have felt that way. We all have. So when it comes to setting priorities, it's all about forgetting about that to-do list and start building your priority list, your daily priority. So in here, it's really start thinking about how you structure your days, how you structure your weeks, your month. The priorities will make you feel less stress. You need to get better at time blocking. That's why we are here for. So really having just 3 big things in your mind for the day ahead is going to allow you feel less stress, and it will help you so much to move the needle forward. At the beginning, I was also like having that to-do list and doing all the things and imagining, especially when I started my business, like there are so many things that you can do, so many things that you want to put your focus on, but really sitting down and saying, okay, what's a priority right now? What's the thing that really will make me move forward? What's the thing that I need to do in order for me to get the other things? That's when you start really moving forward and making quantum leaps. So I want you to start thinking in your days, your weeks, your month with 3 daily priorities in mind and focus only on these 3 things during that day. Of course, you can do more than 3 things per day, especially when something comes up. Life always happens. But I really want your energy, your time, and your focus going to these 3 main priorities. Okay? And everything clear so far? Have you been working before with to-do lists or priority lists? I would love to see it in the chat. Everything clear? Awesome. So now, as I said, today is a very special day because I wanted to call out, well, to call up some of you to be hot-seated. I said, show up and I will reward you. And you know me, I really bet on people who engage, people who is present, people who's watching live. So I love to call in here, Leia, if you can be in here with us, I would love to bring you here if you're able to speak. I love to workshop you.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I really was seeing you engaging in the chat, being here present. And the days you were not live, you were catching the replays, letting me know. And I was like, yes, I need to workshop her. And I just said that you need to get better in time blocking. And I just want to make sure that we are covering all the things. So welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you for participating, like being you here, being able to put yourself up there. That's really encouraging. And I just want to celebrate you for that. Thanks. So I would love to know first how you normally work. Is it based on priorities, based on to-do list?
I would say, yes, I have to-do lists. I have a lot of to-do lists. I definitely am wearing a lot of different hats and always working on a lot of, I don't know, like content planning, but also studying, and then also like different jobs. Like I work like a little bit virtually, a little bit in person. So just trying to, and even like my in-person clients, I have to do stuff at home for them too. You know, and then I have clients that are like trying to change times on me, and I have clients that need like last minute extra help or whatever. So I feel like when I am prioritizing things, I try and do things that are like need to be done the soonest, I guess. But if something else comes up, then that gets kind of pushed back.
Okay.
Like if I know that I am planning to do something tomorrow, but then a client messages me and goes, oh, I need this from you, then my stuff that I was planning to get done for tomorrow gets pushed a day or whatever.
Okay. So in here, I'm hearing a couple of things that are quite interesting. The first one is that we need to work on boundaries because really making sure that your priorities are yours. So you're making sure that you tackle those first, and then you go ahead and take care of everyone else. And I know how important it is to take care of our clients or our family, but it's really making sure that you're establishing some boundaries that are healthy.
Yeah.
So you can focus on the things that will keep moving you forward. And the other thing that I realize in here is when you're working based on priorities, the word you used was like urgent, something that just comes in here, something that has a deadline, something that needs to be taken care at the moment. So that's normally how people tend to prioritize. Is it urgent? Let me do it. Let me put down some fires, right?
I think it was like a bad habit from when I was in school. Like when you get like a last minute assignment pop up or something. And then I feel like I still do that in my work life now.
Totally. Those random deadlines that you need to absolutely make sure you deliver in there. So it's very common. So don't worry, I'm seeing in here, Elizabeth also feel this. It's just a matter of broadening a little bit more in the vision and not only thinking on priorities depending on urgency. So I don't know if you have heard, but there's this theory, and I think it was Stephen Covey, I think. Right now I have so many authors in my mind that I'm so many time management books that I've read, but this is really the theory of urgent versus important. And I really want you to start focusing more in important. And I even go further because I don't want just things to be, is it important or urgent, or I completely forget about it. So today I wanted to workshop you a little bit on what are those things that you want to focus on, but I really encourage you to start thinking more in, is it is important, or this will move me forward? This will really create a change or a domino effect in my life, instead of just doing the things that are completely like for tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, so that's number one thing. So let's start the work in here. And I want you to think about the things that you normally do, the things that you currently have to do. I know you mentioned some client work, some behind the scene business, some study. So in here, I really want you to start thinking about, is there anything right now that is requiring your attention, as you say, that urgency, that deadline? What's that thing that's really calling your name?
Probably a couple different things. I have a couple things I have to do for clients that I want to get done probably by tomorrow. And then also actually like setting up my study schedule coming up.
Okay, awesome. So you have your test approximative date. You have also this client we're approaching. And then when you start having these deadlines, it's one of the things I really want you to start writing down. And by the way, this goes for everyone and for everything you do. When you write things down, it is 25% more likely for it to happen. So don't keep your to-do list in here. Don't keep your priority list in here. Put it down. Things will happen if you make time for them, if you're aware of that. Our brains are carrying so much information, we tend to forget a couple of things. Yeah. So once we get out this call, I want you to start writing down those things that you know you have that deadline. But now I also want you to start thinking about, what are those 3 things that you need to do right now that are in your current to-do list, let's call it that way, that takes the most time for you?
I would probably say, like, are you saying like week to week stuff or just right now?
Yeah, I mean, for everything that you have right now on your plate, wearing all the hats, if you think about 3 things that you feel like this will take me so much time, what are those 3 things that you feel like there's never enough time to cover that?
Definitely like content planning.
Okay.
I have to do like medical charting for all of my clients. And so right now, when I'm between clients, I have like a few minutes. So I'll leave myself like a voice memo or something to go and write it down later, but they tend to like pile up a little bit. Because I actually have to like put them into a software. So that's one like major thing that always kind of seems to end up on the back burner, but it is like a big thing that I have to be staying on top of. And then like week to week, just like changing like my client programs and that kind of thing.
Okay, so you have these 3 things that consumes the most time for you.
Yeah.
And now if I ask you, what are the 3 main things that consume the most of your energy? Will that be the same 3 things, or you find that, oh no, now I have different things?
I would say like at least the 2, like the content planning and then the medical charting. I hate it.
Okay, so those 2 things are draining you, but right now you're recognizing that the third one, it's not really that energy consuming, right?
No, it's not that bad. Like once I sit down and I'm like able to put my phone and distractions and stuff away, I can hammer it out pretty quickly, I think. Like maybe a couple hours in like a week or something.
Awesome.
But I do find like sometimes I'll have like a time where I plan to do it and then that doesn't end up happening. So then I end up kind of breaking that time throughout the week, and that's less ideal.
Yeah. No, in here, I'm seeing in here, Elizabeth, that was always a time sucker for you with the medical charting. I don't know anything about medical charting, but it seems like it's, I don't want to, right? But in here, one of the things I encourage everyone who's watching the replay live, and for you being here, and thank you, Leia, for sharing, I really encourage you to start looking at, if that something really drains you and it's also time consuming, you really want to start taking those things first. Because by the end of the day, you obviously have less energy. You feel like, I will never get them done. Forget it. I will start tomorrow. How many of you have said that? I know I have in the past, like, yeah, tomorrow will be a better day. And then you start doing the things you enjoy, the things you love, the things that give you energy. And by the end of the day, oh crap, again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So not anymore. Please make sure that you're being very aware of that time and the energy that's consuming.
Right.
So I want you to really start thinking about these different priorities. And I don't know if you have heard, I think so, but eat the frog. It's something that it's really like eating that big thing first, right thing, and right in the morning. Wow, my Spanish really wants to come out. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm here. Sorry about just my tongue doesn't know what to do right now. But it's really just making sure that you're tackling that big thing first thing in the morning. And what I've noticed, both in me, both in my clients, is not only the biggest things, the scariest thing, but think about your energy. We are energy human beings. We are not just about doing the things. So always being very, very aware of that is going to help you. So thank you again, Laia, for sharing your days with us. And I hope that starting from now, you start time blocking this a little bit, considering everything that is related to your energy also.
I definitely need to get better at it. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, thank you. Okay, so any questions so far before we get into the next step? No questions. Awesome. So again, thank you for everyone watching. Just everything that I just asked Leia, please start asking those questions yourself as well, because that's the way you're going to start realizing what are those tasks that are draining you, what are those tasks that really are elevating your motivation, as we saw yesterday, and you want to start really distributing your time in these different blocks in a way that you don't feel drained like by noon. You really want to start distributing the things and just making sure that you're managing both your time and your energy in a way that serves you. So, okay, now, as I shared yesterday, I really want you to keep moving forward. I really want you to grab everything we saw during this 5-day masterclass. And again, we still have 2 more days bonus. I'm welcoming you with open arms to my Own Your Time program, so you can really start taking care of everything that really matters to you, to really start nailing down your priorities. We have many tools, we have many strategies inside the program that will absolutely allow to program your days and start time blocking it in a way that actually serves you. So this is my private time incubator. I love calling it that way, where you're going to receive a lot of support, a lot of live support, because that's what I love about this program. And I don't know how long will it stay on a live version, but in here I have so many tools, so many support, and I just want you to get the most out of it. So I want you not to only increase your productivity, but go beyond that and have true work-life balance. Saying goodbye to this go-go mindset we talked about on day 3, start prioritizing, as we saw today, the things that matter the most to you. I want you to start thinking about your current reality and imagine what will happen if nothing in your current life changes. If you decide to step aside, don't take a step forward, completely forget about what you saw today and this week, and what will happen 6 months from now, 1 year from now? When nothing changes, nothing changes. So I highly, highly encourage you to take a step forward and make a change so you can start achieving the lifestyle and the time freedom you desire. You have all the details on everything that's included on the website. And I just want to remind you that we have some amazing special bonuses ending tonight. So that's why I love rewarding people who take action, people who bet on themselves. We are leaving those bonuses till tonight. You have all the things included, and let me just share with you one more time everything that you will get out of this program. Because again, I'm giving you all the good stuff. And I couldn't be more in love with this program, to be honest. So as you see in here, you have all the description on my time method, the tracking, the impact. I don't want this to be something that's a shortcut or something that you completely forget after we work together. I want you to create long-lasting changes. So in here, you have all the things that's included, the 4-week intensive. We are diving deep into that time method. You will get all the things right up front. And then you will have 3 months of support. You have the workbook, you have the templates, the accountability partners. As I told you, you will be part of a community of women and female entrepreneurs that are going beyond everything that's imagined, because they are really betting on themselves, making sure that they're stepping up as their highest self. You have Slack channel, you have the office hours, you have the lifestyle recording. And to be honest, more than lifestyle access to the recordings, what I really encourage you to see this program as is something that you can come back every time you want. I always welcome with open arms to all my previous clients in different rounds, because I know how good it is to have a refresh or to just keep increasing momentum. So besides the access to the recordings, I would love for you to join every single live round that you want. It's for you to make the most out of it and really leverage all the support. As I shared, the fast action bonuses is the guided visualization, a guided meditation. It will really take everything to another level. And yesterday I didn't share about this, but you have an amazing pay in full bonus, because I want you to get everything and beyond. So you will have 4 different one-on-one calls with me once per month. So you can just really dive deep into absolutely everything you need. This is for you to make your transformation the biggest transformation ever. So I really wanted to give my one-on-one support to you during this time. It's a over 20K value, and that's obviously not the price that you will pay. I really want this to make completely sense and to be 100% affordable for you. So the program is only $90.99. So this is for you to really start taking control over your time. As you can see in here, $19.99. And you also have some payment plans available. Enrollment is now open, but it's not going to be open for long. Actually, we're closing the doors next Friday. So 1 week from now, I will be closing the doors. This is your time to say, hell yes, bet on yourself, and make sure that you start owning your time. After next Friday, the price will increase to $2,500. So you want to take advantage of this opportunity. You're getting all the bonuses, you're getting all the nitty gritty, all the goodies. And this is for you to really start making sure that you're stepping into that version of yourself we worked on day 1, and the vision of yourself you worked yesterday. So this is for you to completely own your time. I will be dropping the link in the chat for you to see it. And also, if you're like, I definitely want it, but I still have some questions, I'm here for you. I open up my calendar for next week so we can get on a call, chat, discuss everything that you need to discuss. You have questions, you have doubts, you want to make sure it's a fit for you and that you can afford it. Let's get on this call. I'm here for you. I'm dropping the link in the chat so you can get on a call with me. I really love to get to know you. So now, before sharing both the giveaway winner and the action work for tomorrow, I really want to introduce you to an amazing human being. She's one of my favorite clients. She has become a great friend of mine, and I just can't wait to see you again in person. Kristen Day, welcome.
Hey, lady.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
All right. I've been catching the replays, and I like all over again, like so much goodness. It's so
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I love that. I love that. And I love that you're really stepping up every single day and you work with me. You're in every single masterclass. You're like, yes, let's leverage momentum. Every single day you can improve a little bit more. So thank you for being watching the replays and being here today. Like I really appreciate you spending this time with us. And I would love for you to share a little bit with everybody here watching the live, watching the replay. How was your day? How was your life before started working with me?
Yeah, so I had just a lot of anxiety. I'm a little bit of a nervous person anyway. So I had a lot of anxiety around my work, around the like saying yes to all of my clients and just like constantly wanting to be there for them. It was like a big deal to me to not be unavailable all the time. And that actually was causing a lot of problems with my personal life and my health and just my mental clarity. And it was hard because I just wanted to really help people. But at the end of the day, I was just so drained and tired and constantly feeling behind on not only my work life, but also my outside life. So like I wasn't taking time for my relationships. I wasn't taking time. Well, I sure wasn't taking time for me, like let alone like anything. So it was hard. I was having a lot of I would describe it as anxiety.
Yeah, I remember those were the words, like you seriously say, I have a huge anxiety, please help me out.
Yeah.
And how you felt after it? I mean, you can absolutely share the moment you started seeing the changes and working with while doing, wow, seriously, I don't know what happened today. Spanish, hey, hello, hola. But in here, while you're working with me, during our time together and after it, how you feel?
Yeah, I think when we were working together, the biggest thing that I noticed was the distractions and how simple they were to get rid of.
Yes.
That was a big one for me. And then the boundaries. When we took my calendar and really broke it down, that helped me so much because just this, it's simple, right? It's not that anyone, I don't feel like a lot of people can do that by themselves because they're so in it.
Yes.
You're constantly looking at it. You're the one that's always there. And so to have somebody come in and help you say, do you really need to do that? Is this really important? Or is this something that you've just created for yourself because you're used to it? So when we redid my calendar, it was life-changing for me because I was able to knock out distractions and then follow my calendar. And that brought my productivity up to like a level that I have never seen before. And I would consider myself a pretty productive person anyway. And then like doing that got rid of my anxiety and took my productivity like to next level.
I love that. Yes. No, I absolutely remember creating those boundaries was so key for you. And I just love seeing how you took those boundaries, took your time, really mastered your calendar. And then one of the things that I really love about our time working together was you saying, I'm at the airport, my computer is not at the airport, I'm taking a full week vacation, completely unplugging. And that for me was like, we did it. That's exactly what I wanted for you, like keeping your sanity, allowing you to have that time for yourself. So how you feel right now? I know this year you've taken 4 different vacations or something. Like...
No, I took one big vacation. And I actually went out of country. That was like the first vacation that I took was in the States. And then this past vacation was like out of country, like no, nothing. And it was really cool, but I'm taking a lot of more vacations this year. And I actually just got back. That's why I had to catch the replays. I just got back from a trip. But I'm very happy to be able to prepare for my vacations better now because I understand, right, based on the tools that I'm able to use and the way that I can understand like my own anxiety and my own feelings about time and what is really important to me based on the vision that you set and the way that you want to prioritize yourself. And if you don't know those things, those are kind of the building blocks, but the way that you use all these tools in your tool belt to prioritize yourself really helps you feel good when you're on vacation. Because I used to go on vacation and just like not be there. Right. I was just a mess, a hot mess, like steaming hair on fire, a hot mess. And now I really can breathe into it, take that time and say, oh, you know what? This really is time well spent. This really feels good to me. I'm enjoying this rather than always saying I should be back doing work or, oh, is my client going to call me? Nope, they sure aren't going to call me because I got all that stuff done. Yeah, yes. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not worried about it. So
I love that. This is the living example of how getting rid of the hustling and the go mindset looks like. Because I truly remember like that anxiety and that guilty feeling, the one that I mentioned the other day, like if I stopped my business job, that was Kristen 100%. And I'm so happy to see her right now, like really taking care of herself, taking time for yourself, for your loved ones, having time out, unplugging. And one of the things I also love seeing is how aware you became on when you were on the vacation and people were not unplugging. And you were like, that was me before.
Oh, and that drives me insane now. Yeah, I know that happened to me last year. And I was like, I need to like get you in touch with my coach. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, you guys are not enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying it. You need to have my coach.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you start seeing that. And today I talk about the domino effect when I was talking in a Facebook Live. And I'm like, this is something that you're here to start creating that domino effect. Once you gain that awareness, once you start seeing what's possible for yourself, you're like, no. Now I need to deliver that value, that information to my loved ones so they can live their full life as well. And you don't need to get them to me. I mean, I would love to. I welcome you open arms, but you already have that knowledge and you can share it with them, and then it will improve everybody else's life. Domino effect, huge. So that for me, it's one of the biggest reasons what I do. It's creating that effect into many by just helping, for example, one. So yeah. Kristen, yeah.
I would just resonate with that. Like, I would say my husband and I are able to like spend more time intentionally together. And I mean, even that small time together has really, it doesn't just improve your work productivity. It just improves your entire life because the people around you, your family, your partner, your kids, whatever, they just feel you're more present. And it really does make a difference. And I would want to say too, if you don't mind, it feels, when you first start out, it feels a little anxious. Like you might feel anxious about setting boundaries or about saying no to people, or you might feel guilty about saying no to people. But what I will just personally say is when I started setting those boundaries, those people were even happier with me because I set like the expectation, and as long as the expectation was met, they were still happy. I never got pushback on setting those boundaries, but I know it felt really scary to do. And it felt really scary to invest in myself and like put my needs, not even in front of other people's needs, but like to say I have needs and these are my needs and I'm going to work on them to get met. That was very intimidating for me to do. And once I did that, like everyone in my circle got happier. Like it was really strange.
I love that. Yeah, I know. I completely understand that feeling, but that's the thing. Everything we want is outside of our comfort zone. And now you see it and I'm like, whoa, I need to do that. Yeah. You know, it's that feeling when you're on the other side, like I should have done that way sooner in my life. And I'm glad you're already seeing all the things from the other side, enjoying it, and also seeing how other people respond to it as well. So Kristen, thank you again for being here. But one last question, I would love to know, what will you say to someone who's sitting on the fence, who say, yes, I want this so bad, but I need something else. Like, what's that thing that you can tell them to absolutely say, hell yes?
The one thing that I would say is, do you like how your current situation feels now? And if the answer isn't hell yes, then you have a complete support system here to help you say hell yes to that. So there is a version of you that doesn't have to live this way anymore.
Yes.
And they're a much happier version of you.
I love that.
So, living proof, I look back on that time and I appreciated the learning experience and understanding that's not how I want to be anymore. And stepping into the person that's closer and closer every day to the person that I want to show up as. If you're looking to show up as the best version of yourself, there's like no risk, right? You can only get better. You can only improve. You can only find a healthier, less stressful path down this road.
Absolutely. Thank you. I really love that. And as I've been saying the whole week, you're stepping in here as your highest version. You have already made that first step by being on this masterclass, and you just need to keep moving forward to fulfill that life you truly want. So thank you again, Kristen, for spending this time with us on a Friday after coming back from your trip. I really appreciate that. Now it's your time to keep enjoying your week, your day. And thank you for everyone watching the replay, watching live. This has been an amazing 5-day. How crazy it is that we are already on day 5, but we still have the 2 bonuses days. So I really encourage you to keep watching us, to keep enrolling, to keep engaging. And right now for tomorrow, what you have to do, remember, this is implementation, not only theory. I want you to share your biggest takeaway from day 5 and look at the week ahead and start blocking your time for things that you want to do. Remember, you need to start prioritizing the things that you truly want. So go ahead, that's your action work for tomorrow. And tomorrow, the bonus day is going to be all about goal setting. Remember, I told you, you have a big vision. You already saw it on the guided visualization. And I'm here to guide you and start putting the things together for you to get there. So I will see you tomorrow in the goal setting sessions. And please let me know if you have any question, drop it in the chat. If not, I'm wishing you an amazing Friday. And I just can say thank you. Thank you for being here, for everyone watching live, the replay. I'm really enjoying the whole week and I just can't wait to spend 2 more days with you. And if you want to enroll, like we'll spend 4 months together and that's even better. So thank you, everyone. Bye.